Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Hello Spring Podcast. I'm your host, Stephen Works, or Spring Sims, and today we are sitting down with someone that I've gotten to know in the past year who is a nostalgia lover, a brand new Sims player since 2024, and a burst of good energy, my friend, GoofyLilShady. And truthfully, I am so excited about today's episode. We talk about The Sims, how we kind of compare and contrast of me being a longtime Sims player of 26 years versus her being a brand new Sims player, how she approaches The Sims 4 pack for pack as she reviews them from create a sim, build and buy, gameplay, but also tapping into the cozy side of video games, of playing Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, and recently playing Pokemon Pokepokia. And honestly, going down memory lane of the 1990s, the early 2000s, like we get into it. This whole episode will leave you cackling with good energy, good vibes, and also learning something new about GoofyLilShady that I think you all would really enjoy. So I hope you all enjoy today's episode. Hello, Goofy. Welcome to the Hello Spring Podcast. I am so excited to have you on here for season 2. I have been a big fan of yours for about a year now because I just discovered you from your channel a year ago where you were playing The Sims 4 as a new Sims player, pack for pack. And I thought it'd be a good time to bring you on because I've been playing for 26 years, but you just recently started. And I think we can definitely chat about it, about The Sims and your background of like what you do, like acting, modeling, nostalgia, Disney, all that fun jazz. But welcome in. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me here. I am so grateful that you thought of me. I'm excited to chat and yap and talk about all the nitty gritty. It's been a very fun journey and different journey. Like you said, you've experienced The Sims for so much longer than me, and my experience as a new player might be completely different. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely, for sure. Like, have you so you're just a brand new Sims player, so you literally picked up The Sims like over like maybe 2 years ago?
Yeah, so what? I started my channel in October of 2024.
Right.
I had look, my mother is convinced that I played it on the DS. She's convinced. I don't know. I do not have any memory of that whatsoever. All I know is I did have the phone app, The Sims 3 Ambitions, and I played that for maybe like what? Few months, maybe up to a year.
Okay, okay.
And I had so much fun with it, but I was young. I was like 10, 11, 12. And I then had like a big bonus at work in 2024. And I said, I'm
Hey.
just going to buy all the packs. I just went a little ham with it. I purchased all of them. And then I was like,
No,
hold on. I don't understand how to do any of this. What does this mean? What is this? What is that? What? So it was kind of like crazy to I was feeling so overwhelmed with it all. So that's where I came up with the whole idea of going through pack for pack and just like, documenting my journey.
that is really cool. I've never come across a YouTube channel who like I of course we know like there's always new simmers literally every single day, but I
Of
don't think
course.
I've ever just like seen at least YouTube algorithm wise seen somebody go pack for pack and I'm like, "Are you okay? Is everything all
Am I
right?"
all right? Am
It's
I
like, "Are you
sure?
It's like, "Are you rich?" Because I'm like, we see those prices, I'm like, no, 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 sale, sale, sale." But,
Literally though. I was waiting for a sale, trust and believe that. I motivate everybody to purchase them on sale because it is expensive, but it was a big bonus. I
true.
had worked so hard that year and I was like, "Do you know what? I really want to splurge." I mean, I had been watching though, I should say. I had
Okay,
been
good.
watching Sims content for a while beforehand. I actually was when was it? 2022 or end of 2021? I
Mm.
had, gone through some real medical issues, health issues, and I got diagnosed with endometriosis. And
Oh,
they found a 9 centimeter cyst on my right ovary, and I was bedridden. I was bedridden, babes. I was absolutely bedridden. And that's when I came across Lil Simsy. and I found all that content,
Hey.
and I found then all the world, your Among Us, your everything, do you know what I mean? And I was bedridden. I watched every single stream. I watched every single YouTube video I could find related to Sims. But that endometriosis journey that I had gone on had led to something so beautiful because I had found like a community that was wholesome and was light and fun and chaotic and drama and storytelling, and it was everything I had ever hoped for. So whilst it was the lowest time in my life, it blossomed into the most
Mhm.
beautiful thing. Do you know what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
what had actually kind of started that journey, maybe from 2022. But I didn't understand what I was really watching. I was kind of just watching because I liked the people. Do you know what I mean? I gravitated towards the
Yeah.
people that I was watching in the Sims community rather than the Sims itself. So then I was
Oh,
like,
no,
oh, I
definitely.
need to understand this. I need to understand what I'm doing here.
Yeah, I was going back and, like, watching your videos, especially, like, your very first video, I assume it's your first video, going through base game build and
Yes,
buy,
that was my
and, like,
first video.
okay, good, because 'cause I'm like also, let me just preface, you have very natural charisma. Because 'cause I'm like, "Oh
You're
my
so sweet.
gosh, hold on," because like, if my first video was like that, I'd be like, "Okay, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good." But my first video, I was, like, shy, I was, like, quiet, but then I'm like, "Okay." So, like, honestly, I think for me as, like, watching YouTube, I always wanna find something positive, joyful, entertaining, a little bit chaotic, a little spicy,
Yes.
and I love your commentary on how, like, you speak in your videos, and I love your intro. I'm like, "Okay, this is what we need. This is what we need." So
You. That means so, so much to me. Like, my personality, it's in the name, goofy, you know what I mean?
yes.
So being able to, like, showcase that and, have find a safe community to do that has been so much fun. And like you said, the chaos is everything that I need
Oh,
plus more.
yes. Yes, indeed, and I think with the nature of YouTube, I mean, like, for just give you my background, I've been making YouTube videos since 2011, since I was, like, in high
Wow.
school. Yeah,
That's
and
wow.
it's crazy. I feel like I need to retire and get out of here. But I've been, like, mostly making Sims content for all that time. I used to make, like, Sims 2, like, machinima videos, and then I've transitioned to, like, making, like, Let's Plays and builds and stuff like that and, like, in The Sims 2, 3, and 4, but I feel like the nature of YouTube has changed so much from, like, way back then to, like, now. The new YouTubers coming in the
Bro,
past,
you
like,
would
6
know.
years,
Oh my gosh,
it's, like,
yeah.
so entertaining. Yeah. I feel like it's so interesting to see, like, who makes a YouTube channel, what's their content about, how they navigate it, have they done it before, or
Yes.
does it, like,
Yes.
come, like, natural to them? Do they have a background, like, video production? Like, there's so many interesting skill sets that people bring to the table when it comes to YouTube now, and I'm so impressed because, like, you have a very natural charisma, very goofy side to you, and I think with that with the YouTube, we need to have, like, that resurgence, and I don't know if you've seen it, but people have been saying 2026 is, like, the new or is, like, the old 2006 or something like that, but
Yes, I have seen that.
it just feels good. YouTube started back in 2005, and that was, like, so long ago,
So long.
and then coming now, like, here is, like, I feel like we're finding, like, that balance or, like, that good and bad balance, it depends on how you look at it, but I really like it. I don't
Oh,
know.
that's so nice to say, and I really appreciate that. That means so much to me, I can't even describe. Like, watching y'all, the OG simmers and, of course, YouTubers
Yeah.
in general, I see what you're saying. Like, there was a difference back then. I grew up watching Liza Koshy. She's probably my biggest
My
YouTube inspiration.
yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yes, yes,
yes.
yes. Like, especially now, becoming, like, an actress and doing
Yes.
all these other avenues and watching how she was able to transform her platform. It was just so amazing. And she was that goofy entertainment that I had growing up. So I was like, it was exciting for me to want to be able to bring that to my channel, bring that to the gaming community, and
Mhm.
do like a different take on it. I think I love everyone within the Sims community on YouTube, and I just had to, bring something different. I had to do something different and think of something unique, and my
Mhm.
personality is definitely one of them. So I thought, okay,
100%.
let's mix that in a little bit. Let's mix that in. So I appreciate your comments. It means so much to me. I definitely grew up very goofy. I have a very big personality. I I have always grown up a little, a little weird, and I've always wanted to encourage people to be weird and be themselves in their own way. So I think it's been really fun. So thank you.
You're welcome. I That's what I always strive for is like always have to be themselves first. And I think with the nature of YouTube, going back to that, is that
Yes.
there were so many eras of YouTube where people were like, let's do this. And then there was like that middle part of YouTube was like it shifted and like people were
Yeah.
being somebody else that they were not. And then people came to the realizations like, let's be ourselves again, which is like I like
Yes.
that. So it just feels good to have that resurgence of old YouTube and the new YouTube. And I like kind of looking at your videos, your very first one, going through the entire base game, I'm just like, that's a lot, especially from like 2024. Yeah, 2024. That was a lot back then. And did you like, I guess like in my, what I'm trying to ask is like, what's the one thing that you stay consistent on while like everything that's going on in like the gaming industry and with like YouTube and like with Sims, like what's that one thing?
One thing. So I guess with that first video, it took me a long time to figure out how I would go through The Sims 4 pack for pack.
Mhm.
And I watch a lot of other gaming content. I love games in general. I play a lot of like Overwatch. I had played my
Ooh.
first PC game was Apex Legends by EA. I stopped playing because
Oh,
they didn't give me what I needed it to give. Do you know what I mean? So I changed to
yeah, yeah.
Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, Stardew Valley, of course. We've got our cozy games in there as well. But I had
Yes.
been around more of those battle royale games. So then I was
Mhm.
like, okay, I got to take all my experience with all these games and try and figure out the best way to go through this game. This game is humongous. So I
Yes.
guess in 2024, I really looked at all that The Sims offered and thought, okay, I'm an organization freak. I love a good schedule. I love a good plan. I love a good idea. So I was like, okay, let me think of the most organized way I would want to learn this and I would want to showcase it to someone, which is where I came up with that combo that I call my recipe, which is where I go through the cast, then I go through build buy, then I go through the complete playthrough and end it with a review. So that
Mhm.
was me at the start trying to figure out and navigate what that recipe was. But taking, yeah, like mixing the personality, mixing the actual game mechanics, and then that teaching and organizing it in a sense all together was how I was able to kind of
Yeah.
get my foot in the door.
Now, I've been looking at your videos and that first one always comes to mind because I was like watching all the things and you had mentioned like that triple mirror and bass game and you said that you wanted to make a dance studio. Have you made that yet?
Period, point blank. You held me accountable, did you not? Did you not?
I mean, I
I
I come with the receipts.
Period. And that's what we want to see. Okay. Now hold
Yes.
on. I haven't. The fact
That's
of the
okay.
matter is I haven't yet. I definitely need to, and I'm excited to get into actually building things to just build things. I think right now I'm in such a headspace of let's just build whatever suits the pack that I'm going through type of thing.
Yeah.
Let's build to that architecture design. I'm still
Mhm.
learning how to build, as you can see. You know what I mean? I'm trying to teach myself, but I
Honestly, it's hard.
it is. It's a whole skill. It's a whole skill in itself. And I'm probably level 2 right now, but I'm getting there. Okay. We're working on it. We're working on here.
Yes.
So I definitely need to build that. 100%. I need to build that. Thank you for holding me accountable.
Yes, anytime, anytime. I mean, you got base game, you've got businesses and hobbies, and you got a little bit of growing together. So you can do a little something with it. Um, we do need a little bit more extra stuff, of course. We need more clubs, more activities. But I can see it. I really like how you've navigated that recipe, like you said, from you go through build and buy and then cast and then gameplay and your final review. I For me, as like if I was a brand new Sims player, I would greatly appreciate that because there is so much information from the trailer, which can be like 2 to 3 minutes, and there's not much you can really grasp from it, or the blog
Exactly.
posts. So watching videos from like another person, it's like a lot more easier to like digest, whether it's Sims or like other video games. And I like that concept. It's easier, more slow pace, and like you're getting like that natural raw reaction and that honesty. And I really like that because with looking at base game from 2024 to base game now, I'm like, okay, there was a lot going on. But I don't know if you knew this, but base game in 2014 was bare minimum. We didn't,
Really? I would
yes.
love to see that. I would love to. I don't know. I need to probably do research on it, but I bet there's somebody out there that has the 2014 build by. I want to see that. That's so
Oh,
intriguing to
yeah.
me.
If you look at, like, very old videos of, like, any Sims YouTuber back then, you can see, like, the loading screen, the map itself, build and buy, like, it's very ancient because The Sims 4 was supposed to be, like, an online multiplayer game and, like, in a Sim City
Multiplayer where?
fashion. Exactly. They scrapped that idea and then decided to go ahead and do just from fresh, and that's why the maps look the way they do. Also, back then, we didn't have toddlers, infants, pools, ladders, basements, move objects. It was just
Gobsmacked.
we were
What?
we were in the trenches.
Y'all
The
were in the
trenches.
trenches. Like, that's crazy to me to even
Yeah.
fathom. Because 2014, I mean, it makes, of course, sense that y'all didn't
Yeah.
have everything that I had looked at in 2024. Even now, we have so much more in
Yeah.
comparison to 2024. I'm glad they kept building on it, but some of the objects I look at, I'm like, why wasn't this here straight away? But then it
Exactly.
makes sense at the same time. But also, I'm just like, I don't understand. I don't get it.
Yeah. I don't get it either. Cause like, the way I see it is, like, with The Sims 4, it's very sandboxy. I think that was, like, their playground to do and try new things that they haven't done before, like doing the same stuff but in a different way, whether it's like
Right.
build modes, items, animations, gameplay features, whatever it might be, even though it could be literally the exact same thing in the older games, it just has like a different style to it, if that makes sense.
I see
So,
what you're saying.
but I what I appreciate most, like The Sims 4, I will love that game for the rest of my life. I'm an
Period.
OG like Sims player. I love my Sims 2, I love my Sims 1 and 3. But when I played those games, I was a child, I was a teenager, I didn't know a lot of things, of course,
Of course.
and I also, like, with looking at TV, I was able to see myself on the television and see myself in the big screen, and that made me very happy, and I tried my best to do that in the older Sims games, but it wasn't just there. I knew the potential could be there, but it needed to go a step further, and I think The Sims 4, with adding in more skin tones, better skin tones, thanks to X Mirror
Yes.
Mira, adding in, binders and shapewear and hearing aids and glucose monitors and pronouns, like, thanks to Momo, Miss Fortune, of
Yes.
making a petition for pronouns, we now have that. Binders and shapewear, we have new ways to make different types of Sims, and it makes me so happy that it feels like life to me, how
100%,
I
which is
see it.
what a simulation should be, and seeing all these people advocate for that has been
Mhm.
so legendary. Like, that is
Yes.
insanely legendary to be able to hold a petition for pronouns, like, and achieve that and see them actually hold themselves accountable and add that in. These are the things we live for, and I'm so grateful for the community for holding The Sims accountable for those missing things that we need in a life simulation
Yes.
game.
Yes, indeed, and we need a lot more.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't stop here, honey.
It
Okay. It
does
don't stop.
not. No. And with all this, like, with The Sims, with you making videos in a consistent way, for about, I would say about 2 years now, or at least it will be 2 years this year. What have you seen, like, your pros and cons of making videos while balancing your everyday life?
Wow, that's a good question. Yes, it's been a interesting ride going through the consistency and, understanding, like, YouTube in general, and I just love being on camera, I really do. I love filming. I have so much more fun filming myself play a game rather than playing my game by myself.
True.
So I started with just once a week, then we went to 3 times a week, then we went to 5, and now we're currently sitting at 6 and sometimes do 7, and
Ooh.
it's crazy, but me, I am so grateful. I'm very, very grateful, but my partner decided to learn editing for me. His name's
Oh,
Lorenzo. He's like, "Oh, you wanna do YouTube? Oh, I'm gonna learn how to edit." I edited the first 2 videos, and he was like, "Absolutely not. I'm gonna do this for you." He's like, "I got your back. You don't need to be filming, thinking of the idea, and editing." He's like, "I got you. Let's do this." And I said, "I want to post consistently. I want to not be able to sit and twiddle my thumbs and look at views. I want to be able to see that there's a new video going up every single day and just be grateful for any person that I've been able to impact." And I've had a hard time, a difficult time at times
mhm.
trying to manage my life with posting so much, but I'm very grateful that I'm able to only work my 9 to 5 job 3 times a week, and then I record for 3 times a week. So I record 2 to 3 videos a day for those 3 days that I film. I film on Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, and
Okay.
I'll film for maybe 10 plus hours, and I pass it straight off to him, and he'll edit one a day, and then we post it the next day, posting the thumbnails, posting the posts on social media, trying to get everything done. But it's been a challenge, but I have been able to find a good balance, and that's thanks to the support, that I've been able to get, and I don't take that lightly. That's not something that everyone has, so I'm very, very grateful. But being able to work like my 9 to 5 job, I get to work from home. I work in insurance claims, and I do a lot of support for customers when they have things happen to their home, fires. There was recently a big fire event that happened in Melbourne, so I help with those types of things and supporting customers.
Mhm.
But I'm very grateful that I can clock on and clock off, and I don't need to think about my job when I'm clocked off. I'm able to do everything that I need to in my hours of work, which then allows me the freedom to think about this and YouTube and be free with letting myself explore what YouTube has to offer, which is so much fun.
That's good. I really like that you have a good support system because I think with YouTube and well, just life in general, having someone in your corner to lift you up in a positive way and
Yes,
help you with anything you might need is like it, it allows you to keep going forward. And
exactly.
that's really nice that he does that. And
Yeah.
we'll get into him later because I watched your other channel and I'm like, what you talking about he hasn't seen High School Musical, okay?
Period, right? Tell me,
Okay.
right? Thank you.
Any but, yes, but I but I really like that you have that good balance and not looking at your analytics is, like, a huge, huge thing, like, 'cause it definitely can consume you for sure, where YouTube
Yes.
says, "Oh, you posted a video? It's 10 out of 10." It's like, "Oh, no one's not
Literally,
watching that."
the 10
Next
out of
day,
10 gets
1 out of
me.
1. It's like, "Whoa, it's
How did that
crazy."
happen? How did
Yeah,
that happen? It's
I don't
insane.
know.
It's
Yeah,
insane, and it's
so
such a it's a struggle as well to balance that out, and I think content
yeah,
creators, we have to prioritize our mental health, and we have to remember the reason why we do these things, right? And in those moments,
yes.
whilst we feel we worked so hard and we hope for the best and we want to impact as many people as we can with the joy that we bring to something that we love, we have to
Mhm.
remember that it doesn't matter as long as one person watched it and they felt something, that's all that matters. Do you know what I mean? So I always come
Exactly.
back to that for sure.
Yes, that's why I started making YouTube videos. I just want to entertain people and help other people. That's
Yes.
what my whole life is. I've always been a person who goes out of their way to help people in any way, whether it's, cleaning dishes or folding laundry or
Oh, I love
doing some
that.
type of little things. Like
Acts of
I love
service.
being Exactly. That's what I have always wanted to do. I've done charity benefits, charity things
Oh, I
in life
love.
with, Relay for Life, and that was very lovely to do with my mom, and being able to, like, just have a way to show up
Yes.
for yourself or for other people and show that, like, okay. We will get through this. We're in this together, and I'm here for you when you need me.
Yes.
Um, so that's like I want more people to understand that yes, YouTube is an exciting place. Being a YouTuber is an exciting thing. It's a fun job, but it shouldn't be your one thing that you should
Yes.
focus on. It can be your job, but it can also be that fun play thing that gets you excited about your day that you're like, "Oh, I can do this, I can do that." And then you have, like, other things you can also do. So, never put your eggs in one basket, whether it's your job or just a hobby or just a fun play thing. And it's definitely one of those things where people like, the internet is literally forever, so anyone can watch YouTube in any capacity, online, offline, on their phone or on their desktop, and I think if people wanted to be a YouTuber, like, with kids these days, they all want to be YouTubers, and
Yes.
I'm like, "Okay, sure, be a YouTuber. I will help you in any type of way that you possibly need it. Give you life lessons about being a YouTuber. It's not just about the money. The money will come later. They've
Exactly.
changed the monetization rules. Like YouTube now, way different because they didn't back then. They did not have where you would need like watch hours or subscribers to be monetized. You would just need to like have a verified phone number and I think something else,
Oh,
and then you're
wow.
monetized.
I didn't
Yeah.
yeah, I had the new model, definitely, where it was,
Yep.
what, 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers.
Mhm. You also needed to, like, I think connect your Google AdSense to get paid, and that can always varies from, like, what kind of video it is, how many ads, who's watching, and all the other random technical analytical stuff
Yeah,
that I don't want
technical
to
stuff.
don't understand.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but I feel like with YouTube, the culture of it has definitely changed, and in a way with the YouTube Shorts, I love a good YouTube Short, TikTok, and Instagram Reels, but
Yes.
I think you know because you watch Liza Koshy. Vine was the
That
prime.
was the days. Those were the
Yes,
days. Oh, my days.
that's how they caught us. 7
That's how they
seconds?
got
No,
us.
6 seconds.
6 seconds, period.
Mhm,
Yep,
and
that's all I needed.
that's yeah, that's all you needed. I mean, Liza, and you had all the other people. It's It's like how they like, every 1 second has to, like, matter on Vine.
Yeah.
It's how you capture somebody's attention to make them keep watching more and more and more, and when it also goes to show too, any platform can go away. When Vine went away, all those Vine people
Yeah, Viners.
w
I think they're called
had
Viners, right? Viners.
I think so. They all had to, like, really, like, shift and think about, "Okay, this platform is no longer existing. Let's go to a new platform." Luckily, social media was still, like, gaining its horizon with Instagram and Snapchat, and
So
Twitter was still
true.
a thing, and YouTube was always still there. So, YouTube was, like, that one main thing that anyone could rely on, and so when Vine went away, everyone went to YouTube, and everyone went to Snapchat. I'm like, "Okay, this is good." That goes to show never put your eggs in one basket. Always have a follow-up on what you can do. Not every person will follow you on
Facts.
every platform, but it does show that you can diversify your audience in different ways, whether it's long form or short form or even live streaming.
Exactly, exactly. There's so many different ways and so many opportunities, and I, also hear this a lot from I love Cozy K. I saw
Yeah,
you
I
follow
love
her.
Cozy
I love her,
K.
and she talked about in one of her videos, you gotta make sure you, remember that any platform could just drop tomorrow, and I thought that was such
Yes.
a good way to think of things, and, I think it was really smart because it's so true. We don't know what's going to happen to YouTube tomorrow. We don't know what's going to happen to Twitch tomorrow. We don't know what's going to
No,
happen.
no,
So
no.
we want to be prepared, and I think it's scary to have to live in that mindset, but it makes so much sense. It applies to so many different things, right? Even like
Mhm.
friendships and things in real life. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
sometimes you got to make sure you protect your peace. You got to be prepared, and call us
Mhm.
overthinkers, but we're just prepared for the worst, right?
Exactly. That's how we thrive. When we panic, we
Period.
thrive.
Yeah, when we panic, we thrive. I love that. That's my new catchphrase.
Yes, when we panic, we thrive and we succeed in life.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's
I
bad,
think it's
but
good. Yeah,
that's
sometimes
okay.
it's bad. It's okay. We can hold ourselves accountable. It's sometimes bad. Yeah, it's sometimes
Yeah.
bad, but we're prepared, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. So this is like a good transition to go like to my next question that I want to ask you. So you've been doing YouTube for about almost 2 years. You're very creative and you're very like just goofy and silly. And when you were a kid, I'm gonna go back to your first video. You mentioned that you loved to dance as a kid. Now, do you still love dancing? Do you do it as a hobby, as a fun little thing? Like, do
Yeah.
you still keep up with your childhood hobbies?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love this. I can't even remember what I said in that first video. I love this so much. So yeah, dancing was a big part of my life. It was huge. It was a huge part of my life. I started when I was as little as 3, and I did it up until I was about 18, 19. And it's actually how I met my partner of 8 years. We competed in hip hop dance competitions around, within Australia, and it was very fun. And I think it was wow, it was such another part of my life, and
Mhm.
dancing meant a lot to me. But I think ultimately it was a hobby that I enjoyed, of course, but ultimately I always wanted to do acting, which you did bring up earlier. But dancing was
Yes.
part of that acting to me, especially when we did competitions. We were able to tell a story, basically. We were able
Yes.
to tell a story. Now, with being in, Melbourne, it's a different community for
Mhm.
dancing and things like that. And I did look at the grand scheme of things, and I didn't really want to pursue dance really, because I didn't care to make my own dances up and make do competitions or host my own competitions or things like that. I was like, I just
Yeah.
loved it as an outlet, and it felt like a healthy outlet. It's something that allowed me to meet my partner, like I said, and it was very fun. So I don't actually dance anymore. I of course do it for fun. Like me and my partner, we always be like goofing around, listening to new music, trying to pop, pop, pop and lock it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I
Teach me
mean,
how
a
to
little
Dougie
Just
Dougie.
Dance.
Yeah, period. We could do Just Dance. You know what I mean? We try and learn all
Yeah.
those. But yeah, it was a huge part of my life for sure. Very, very much.
Well, that's good. I think also with us being growing up and being children, like we had so many creative endeavors, so many exciting things that we wanted to do when we
Yeah.
were like adults. And it was always like the same, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? We don't know. We always have this very generic answer, doctor, lawyer, something else, like something like in that profession. And then looking at what with Melbourne in Australia, I don't know that area as much. I've never
Yeah.
been, but I always wanted to,
Yeah.
and I've only ever been exposed to it by watching TV shows
Yes. No, that's
from, like,
fair.
Nickelodeon days, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I love Australia, I love the vibes," like, you might laugh at this because literally I'm not joking. When my first introduction to Australia was H2O, Just Add Water.
Stop it. I love that. I
I love the
love
show.
that. I love that so much.
Tell me why I thought, "How do I become a merman? How do I grow a tail? Look at the moon, sit in a nice little pool of water, grow a tail. Not real." And then I find out Mako Island's not real. I'm like, "What do you mean?"
Liars.
So,
Liars.
either way, I just loved just how creative our minds were as kids, and we still have, like, that childlike energy as we get older,
Yes.
and it's just so good to know that you still, even though you don't dance anymore, you still have that childlike energy. Like it's like you want to do a little dance, a little Dougie here and
Yeah,
there. Like that's good.
period. It's all
It
about
keeps us
healing your inner
alive.
child, right? Like that's what
Exactly.
our, adulthood is all about, and I think that's such a like important topic in general. Like this is something I love to advocate for, which is probably why I am, like you said, a Disney fan and I love being a big
Yes.
kid because I'm constantly trying to heal my inner child and I'm constantly trying to make her proud. And
Hmm.
while she had so many creative dreams and yes, you're right. Like so many people's dreams sounded very generic at times. I think from young, I always knew that I wanted to be an actress. I always knew that I wanted to be an actor one day. That's, I knew people didn't know what they wanted to be, but my mother always said to me, she goes, "Girl, you're going to be an actress. I can tell. I can tell.
You're
You
gonna be a
putting on a show
star.
for us, period." So I'd make everyone sit down. I play my little Whitney Houston album. It came out at the time. And
Hey.
I said, "Okay, y'all, I'm about to be Whitney Houston, one woman show. Hold on, y'all. Okay, take a seat." And I'd make people sit and watch me for like hours on end. And I was able to live that out through doing the dancing avenue and things like that. So that was very fun. But even now, healing that inner child, it's everything. It's so important. It's so important.
It is, and I think as we get older, we start to lose that childlike innocence, and we're like,
Yes.
"Oh, we need to have those games, those hobbies that can make us feel
Yes.
excited." And I think with YouTube and with The Sims, like, The Sims was, like, my very first game I ever played as a kid when I was, like, 4 years old. Had no business of playing that game at 4 years old,
Love
but I
that.
did. But I just felt like with The Sims and Disney and just the way I grew up, I just loved everything being creative, and I also used to dance. I was in show choir for, like, 4 years in high
Period.
school. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. I loved it, but I don't miss all those singings and dancing. That was exhausting.
It is exhausting, honey. Doing
Yes.
like even when I did some musicals, I was just like, "Oh, this is a lot, and I don't know if I can repeat this every single day, like 20 times a week." I'm like, "Oh, I
Mhm.
don't think I got that in me. Y'all have that in you, and
Yeah.
congratulations." But I'm gonna take a seat back here.
Yes. I'll be in the back row just watching from afar,
Yes,
clapping, like, "Yes, you keep
big.
going."
Yes, I know the hard work you're putting in. Come on.
So I feel like you mentioned like you are like you were your mother said you were born to act, you were born for the stage and everything about that, like with Australia, at least the acting industry, like what have
Yeah.
you seen? Like who was your inspiration that led you into that path? Because there's so many people from Australia that are like mainstream actors, actresses, and dancers and doing all these cool things. Like who was your main inspiration? Because mine was Denzel Washington.
Period. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay.
Denzel Washington. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. One of my biggest inspirations, honestly, I am going to sound so terrible as an Australian, but I was born in San Francisco. My dad's African American, so I'm half African American and Mauritian. So I grew up a
Ooh.
lot watching all of the American shows and my dad always tried to put that
Mhm.
on. Even my mom, she was always like, let me put on some stuff from your side, you know what I mean, like you're the American one, let me get that on. And so my like actors that I loved, of course there is Margot Robbie. Come on, we love
Oh,
Australia. Like
yes.
she is definitely the avenue, the dream avenue you'd want to go down. You do
Mhm.
an Australian TV show, then you go do the Hollywood shows and things like that. But my honest, true like inspiration for acting was Taraji P Henson. Always. Taraji P Henson, that
Yes.
queen, when she tells me her little story about how she started with some $10 in her bank account and she had a kid with her 7 years under years old, and I
Mhm.
was like, y'all hustled. You know what I mean? Like that hustle, that grind. I aspire. I
Yeah.
aspire and it's what helps me push through every day to push myself and become the best version of myself. But actors for sure, Taraji P Henson, she's one. Zendaya is another big one for
Yes.
me. But yeah, those ones are my definitely, the ones I looked up to when I was young, for sure. But Margot Robbie, I know she's definitely the biggest highlight to me. When I think
Mhm.
Australian actress, I think Margot Robbie.
Yeah, I think I like Margot. To me, like, Margot is, like, so cool, talented, and, like,
Yes.
to me, in a way, I feel like she put Australia on the map
Period.
in some way, and
No,
then, of
I
course, like, you
agree.
have, like, Jacob Elordi, he's from Australia, and he did, like, Euphoria. Yeah, I think he did,
Yes.
like, the Kissing Booth movies and then did
Yes. I
Euphoria.
think so. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. So there was, like, so many people, I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know you're from Australia because they act so much, and they're doing, like, an English American accent, not English,
Yes.
American
English.
accent, I'm like and then they do interviews, I'm like, "Who?
Who?
Where?
How? Yes. I was
Okay."
I was even recently watching, like, Margot Robbie do a interview, it had came up on TikTok, and she was talking about how I can't even act in an Australian accent anymore because I only act in American, and I was like, "Oh, that makes so
Yeah.
much sense," because I personally don't watch a lot of Australian shows. Like I said,
Mhm.
I sound like a terrible Australian person, but
No, you're
I really
not.
I gravitate toward American things and even some English things, but let's be honest, not all English things because I only watch, like, Bridgerton, like, come on, like,
It's
that's the
true,
English,
true.
you know what I mean? That's the English thing that I know, but yeah, I definitely don't know too much about Australian TV shows and stuff. I find it very different acting-wise as a
Mhm.
wannabe actor, you know, an acting enthusiast, I find the acting is different from Australia to America. And watching, like, just TV shows that are on just the normal TV or whatever not, I'm like, "Oh, this
Yeah.
is different. This is a different type of acting that I haven't really gravitated toward, at least maybe because I haven't grown up with it, possibly, and maybe
Mhm.
because I've only put myself in. I love my rom-coms. I watch only really rom-coms
Yes.
or, you know, comedy, something action, adventure. Those are the themes, but yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because my only ever, like, exposure to Australian TV was, like, H2O, Mako Mermaids.
Yes.
I think it was, like, Lightning Point at one point, I think that was a show called, I think. What was the other one? Oh, Dance Academy, that was, like, my favorite, like,
Yes, Dance
show.
Academy and H2O. I think those are the only ones
Yes.
I've watched out of the ones you've just said.
Yeah, they're very, like they were very
They
popular,
were.
and they felt more like to me, how I just see Australian TV, it feels more like just everyday people going through life. It feels like a reality
Yes.
TV show, but
It feels like
scripted.
reality. Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree, and that's
where
kind of the acting that I feel like they showcase a lot in the different shows that they have.
yeah,
It's just scripted reality TV. That's the feel, at least.
yeah, it definitely had that feel, and, like, with American TV, we all sorts of messed up on so many levels. We all over the place, really, with TV, and I love it, but I'm like we drag it out too long, though. I'm like, wrap it up, one more season, that's all you need." But you know what?
So funny.
Go for it.
Literally me with Grey's Anatomy right now, I'm addicted. 22 seasons? How
Oh,
insane.
I love it. I love it. It's so great. I love Grey's Anatomy, and I was actually gonna ask you, like, what's your favorite, like, TV shows that you like to watch?
Oh, that's a good well, like I just said, Grey's Anatomy for sure is number 1. Like, I've watched all 22
Yes.
seasons. I love, 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 love her, and then I even watch Private Practice, which is that show that's
Ooh,
adjoining with Grey's
yes.
Anatomy. Love her,
Mhm.
but, other TV shows, I mean, Bridgerton is obviously up there, come on, Bridgerton is amazing. I love the acting. Oh my goodness, I love the acting in Bridgerton. It's so, so superb. Um, but those probably are my go-to, like, TV shows, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, those ones are like there's those shows that just make you feel chill and then you always rewatch. Those are like those
Yes.
rewatch ones. I mean, Friends as well was always one that I just always just put on in the background. It's like I
Mhm.
just my brain off TV shows.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, like, I'm good with my Grey's Anatomy, I'm all caught up. It's an emotional roller
Oh,
coaster
it
with that
is.
show.
Oh, it
I'm like,
is.
"You're happy, joyful," and then boom, like, "Shonda, why?
I
Why
know,
you do
right?
this to
Shonda,
me?
girl. Shonda, please.
Please don't do this to me."
Give us a
I
break.
mean,
Let us breathe.
George wrecked
Oh, don't. No,
too much.
that episode was too much. Too much for my little itty bitty heart. I was up. I was up running, pacing around the house, you know what I mean? I'm rolling on the
Yeah.
floor, throwing up, rolling over again, talking to my partner like, "You know what just happened?" No idea, no clue. But I will tell you everything. Let's sit here for an hour and debrief. So
Mhm. Exactly. And that's what I love about, like, procedural shows. Going back to, like, the Australian way, it feels like real life scripted with a little tune up of drama, but it just feels like real life scripted shows to me, like reality
I
TV,
see
like
what you're
Grey's
saying for sure.
Anatomy, Law& and Order, because these are, like, of course, they do their thorough research, and they have, like, real professionals, and especially Grey's Anatomy, they have, like, real professionals behind the scenes on these sets to make sure they're doing, these things right, these surgeries right,
Yeah,
and these medical
exactly.
terms, like, it's so cool, like, Buki, she's
Yes.
a real life nurse on the
Oh,
show.
I did not even know that. I have no idea.
Yeah,
Wow, my fun facts are no fun at all. Thank you
she
for
is in
that.
she's in every scene, and then, like, when she
She's
shows up, I'm
amazing.
like, "Yes!" Buki is in every room. What I would love is a one episode just about her. That's all I want.
Stop, that should be that has to happen. Shonda, we got some notes for you.
I don't want anything sad. Well, maybe a little bit sad. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe a little bit
maybe a
sad,
little
but
bit.
nothing traumatic sad.
Yeah,
I
don't
need I
ruin
need a little
things.
something. Right. Like a day in the life of Buki. Let's see what she does.
Oh, but now I need it.
Yeah, I
Now I
need that, like,
literally need it.
yesterday.
I need that yesterday.
Like, yesterday. Come on,
I need that
Shonda, you can do
actually
it.
yesterday. Yeah, absolutely.
But I
Do you
feel like
know
with
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah?
No, 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 you go.
No, I was gonna say, like, TV is just so fun just to watch.
It really is. Having those TV shows are so fun. That's what I was gonna say. The other TV show was Modern Family. That one is
Oh my
so
gosh,
funny to me.
it's so funny.
That one is
Like,
such
it's like a mockumentary of, like, a real life family or families,
Yes.
technically.
I
It's like The Office and Parks and Rec.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes. Office as well was
Yeah.
very funny. Very funny.
Well, US or UK?
US I watched. I haven't watched
Okay.
UK.
I haven't seen UK
I
either.
haven't seen UK. US was funny with Michael, but when Michael
Yes.
left, I was like, "Oh, never
Mm,
mind."
eh.
Never mind. I'm sorry, but never mind.
I'm good. Yeah, but I feel like I just love a good comedy. I love to
I love
laugh. I love to
laughing.
It's just so good, like Abbott Elementary, it's like another, like, mockumentary type style, but in a school setting. I love Abbott.
Yes. I've heard good things. I haven't watched it myself, but I've heard good things. My little sister has been telling me about that one. She watches all
Oh,
types of shows.
you gotta watch it. That might be a little thing you might do for your reaction channel, okay?
That.
Because there's some jokes in there that are like, "Wait, what they just say? Okay."
The
'Cause
double look.
it's so funny, and Taraji P. Henson is in it too.
Oh,
She
there you
plays
go. I have
Quinta's
to.
mother. Mhm.
I have to. I have to. I have to.
Yeah, she's like, 'cause, like, with her story, I love her story so much, and I also love how she's navigated from all of that. Cause she played Cookie Lyon in
Yes,
Empire,
I watched
and
Empire.
love that show,
So good.
and I feel like with that from on, I think she had mentioned in some interview that she just kept getting roles like Cookie, which is, like, not a bad thing, but it definitely puts you in one category, and
100%.
that's about it, so you want to expand and, like, change the narratives, and I can do other roles, I can do this, I can do that, like, she did
Ye
Hidden Figures, she's done so many, like,
Yes.
iconic and amazing she did that one movie, uh, on Netflix with Tyler Perry, and that one was so good. Tiana Taylor was in it, she played a police officer, and it
Is that
was
one? I'm
that was
not
last
caught I'm
year.
not caught up. What's going on with me? Because I know, like, Think Like a Man, that was the OG Taraji P. Henson that I remember watching, and I was just like, "Whoa, I love." But you're right, she did, uh, keep getting roles like Cookie, and it was really exciting to see her broaden that acting
Mhm.
horizon, and broaden her acting
Yes.
skills because she does amazing. I mean, in The Color Purple, she was
Oh,
amazing.
yes. Yes, indeed. I love The Color Purple.
Oh, so
When I
good.
watched it, I'm like, this is what I love. This is what I would want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see more like black characters, black actresses and actors that we don't have to go through trauma all the time.
Yes. Yes, give us a
And
new narrative, because it's not
it
the only
is
one.
exactly. And it's like it's a part of our history,
Oh,
yes.
100%.
And we've grown from it. We've definitely done a lot of great things. Like there's this one person on Instagram who has been making videos for the past 19 days now for Black History Month while we're recording this. And they've been talking about different Black icons who have made like the first GPS or the first story narrative game or like these like it's so interesting.
I love, love,
And
love.
I'm truly always blown away, and I'm only 29 years old, and I'm still learning so much about Black history. Like, my parents have taught me a lot of things I've read about in schools and movies and TV shows and books and things like that, but I can only know so much, and I'm doing my own thorough research, and that has broadened my horizon so much more that, like, I wanna see more of this in the world, more
Exactly.
good,
Yes.
and when like, with The Sims what I love, like, we have gotten bits and pieces of Black culture from hairstyles to skin tones to food and objects, and then we got royalty and legacy. That was really, really good,
Yeah.
and I really loved it because even though, yes, the we would have loved a big African world, I would have loved it too,
Oh,
as well.
100%. We all would've.
And, like, in my mind, like, I had a feeling we were gonna get it at some point, but in a different way, just because I think the nature of, like, my brain of, like, how I've played The Sims for
Yeah.
so long that I just kind of, in a way, surrendered, if that's, like, a word? Like, yeah, like, I feel like I just it's like, "Yeah, this is The Sims 4." EA
Yeah.
is a little it's a bit of a weird place, so we got something, and, like, to me, I always felt that at least we got something, and we can continue to further that education at those features and the culture that it brings even further to hope that they make more of it. That's what I
Exactly.
always hope
Oh,
for.
100%, because I think it's fair and so valid for people to want more, and like you said, to continue educating ourselves and educating others on Black history and the African cultures. Having that in a game is so huge at any
Yes.
capacity. So, whilst we can hold space and understand that we wanted more and we are deserving of more, we
Mhm.
also need to hold space to uh, encourage this plus more. So let's be
Yes.
thankful, let's be grateful, and also
Oh,
encourage,
yes.
hey, we could do this times more, times 100. Do you know what I mean? Let's
Mhm.
keep this energy. So I even was kind of having discussions on social media with people like upset that we didn't get a full pack, but I said, how do we still, hold them accountable, like, hey, give us more, but also show gratitude so that they know that this is what we want? Because if we don't show
Yes.
gratitude for what we've got, how do we expect them to know to give us more? Let's show gratitude for what they've done. Thank them for the representation and encourage the representation, and then hold them accountable. I think it's
Mhm.
so important for us to have these things in our games to educate people of color and also people who aren't of color, because this is
Right.
this is important. This is important.
It is, and, like, with video games, there's so much like, there's so many video games around the world and so many
Gosh,
different
yeah.
ways that you can play, and, like, with life simulations or just any game that has a character customization, I always say, I love me some game developers, I love them dearly so much, I love the hard work that they do, and I can see the passion. I just wanna see more of that, especially with
Exactly.
black hairstyles.
That's the biggest
Not
one.
to me, I don't think it's that hard, even though I don't know anything about game development in that technical way. I would love to see more of that, where we
I
have
agree.
more than just the standard Killmonger hair.
Yes. Please. Please.
Yes.
I need more. I need more.
Yes.
I need more. Okay? I've had just
Mhm.
about enough. I agree. I think, yes, we don't know. Yes, we're not educated in the way of how it works and how to make it. But if y'all can make some customization, y'all need to include some real
Yes.
customization of different ethnicities. We can't just have the
Yes.
traditional ethnicity shown, the European, the traditional thing. We need a little bit more, and that's for all
Yes.
cultures in general. And I think it's important, and I think it's important that we use our voices, right?
Yes, indeed. And speaking of using our voices, make some noise for a good old fashioned Disney something. I was like, where am I going with this? Disney nostalgia train. There we go.
Oh,
Disney
yes.
nostalgia train. Um, have you heard the news of Miss
Oh,
Hannah
Hannah
Montana?
Montana. Oh,
Mm, mm,
are
mm.
we ready? Are we ready?
I'm
I am so
I'm
ready.
ready and not ready at the same time. Like,
No,
I don't know
actually
how to
that.
feel. I'm
That part.
rewatching Hannah Montana right now. Like
Really? Oh,
again.
now I need to do
Yes.
it. I'm gonna do it. You've
It's
just
I
encouraged
have to
me.
prepare myself because now that she's, like, got inducted into the Disney Hall of Fame, she can now sing those Hannah Montana songs again. Because when she left Disney, she could not
Yeah,
sing
that's right.
those, and
Exactly.
so now
So
she
now
can.
she can. Now she
Oh
can. We
my
can all sing
god.
along the Hannah Montana movie. Cross the floor,
Yes.
shuffle in
Shuffle in
diagonal.
diagonal.
That's the
Yes.
best. The best. The absolute
Yes.
best. I don't
So
stop
good.
thinking about Hannah Montana. Like she's influenced all our lives. You know?
Truly.
She really has.
Now I know that you and your partner had reacted to High School Musical 1. Will you be
Yes.
planning to do High School Musical 2?
Yes, we have to,
Okay, good.
100%. We have to
Okay,
do 2.
good.
He's been brought in, you know what I mean? I've
Good,
wheeled him
good,
in.
good, good.
I've reeled him in.
Good.
He's here, and he understands now the assignment.
Okay,
He
good.
needs to know
Good.
all the songs, so all of High School Musical 1, 2, and 3. Out of them 3, which is your favorite?
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna give you my ranking because this
Okay,
is
go.
different. Okay, so I love number 3 a lot because they are a lot more grown up. It's their senior year, and it just feels a lot more emotional, and I can connect with it a little bit more. And then after that, number 1, and then number 2.
Wow, we have such different rankings, but I respect it.
Ooh.
I respect it
Okay,
so
okay.
much. Number 2 is my favorite. Number 2 is my
Okay.
favorite. I love, obviously, the other 2. I think the other 2 sit just at number 2 together because I love them
Yeah.
equally, but number 2 kind of overshadows them. For some reason, number 2 just I can't stop thinking about it. It crosses my mind all the time. All those songs,
They
the
were all a
basketball
hit.
scene, like when they do the
Yes.
baseball scene. Sorry, not the basketball one. The baseball scene with Ryan. Oh,
Yes. Oh,
love.
and also too, like, I was doing some lore digging. I'm like, I didn't realize they had changed outfits. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
They
They
did a
changed
they did a
outfits.
change. What's going
Yeah, they
on?
did a little switcheroo. Like, if you, like, watch that scene, I believe they do end up or something.
Yeah,
I read
don't they
somewhere they
both
change
change their
outfits.
don't they change their outfits? I thought they swapped. They did a
Yeah,
swap.
that's right, swap. That's right, swapping.
They did some
Yeah,
swapping. They did some
and I'm like,
swapping.
there was a lot going on. Now, the real question is, I don't know if you were watching Disney Channel way back in the day when it was first airing or before it aired. Who did you vote for?
Ooh. What's this for? Wait, okay, so I'm 20, I'm gonna turn 26 this year. What is this in
Oh, I'm
reference
old.
to? Tell
Okay, this is
me.
a reference to High School Musical 2. So way back in the day
Yes?
with Disney Channel when they were airing like all these different decom movies, you could actually vote who you wanted to be or who you wanted to see in High School Musical 2. And it was like a public worldwide thing. I think it was like you would call this number or whatever or enter something on the website on Disney Channel. I know there was Miley Cyrus, and then there was, I think, Zach and Cody, and I believe Selena Gomez, I believe. It was whenever, like,
Wait.
those shows that were very popular around that time, I voted for Miley because 'cause I'm like, I was watching Hannah Montana all the way through, and High School Musical just made sense because they're singing, and she sings, and they're in high school, and she's in high school, so it kind of made sense to me.
Oh, stop.
So
I don't remember this. I'm terrible.
I forgot about it for a little bit.
Oh my days. I literally don't remember this. So what, do you vote for somebody to be in that show? Or
Yeah, so, like, Like, we voted, like, people were voting saying, "We want to see this person." It was like one of those, like, little Pokemon things, like, "Who's that Pokemon?" Except it was like, "Who do you wanna see in High School Musical 2?" It's like a small little cameo. And Miley Cyrus won that cameo spot.
Oh my d what? Is Miley
Yeah.
Cyrus in High School Musical too? Am I
Well,
blacking
it's
out?
at the very end during, like, the
Oh,
dancing number. She has no lines, but she's just dancing, but they had, like, coverage of her dancing because she's Miley Cyrus and she's popular in
no, that's
Montana.
actually crazy.
Yeah.
I can't believe I wasn't a part of that. I feel I feel
You
like
probably
I was
were,
missing.
but then I
Yeah,
don't know.
I know, right? I probably was, and then I was just watching the screen like, "I don't know what's going on," right?
Right. True, true, true. But yeah, there was just so many things that I wanted to bring that up. Is like there's so much High School Musical lore, and the fact it's 20 years now is
20 years
crazy to
is
me.
insane. Like, Hannah Montana or
Yeah.
High School Musical, I was just like
Mhm.
that's why I was like, "We gotta watch it. We gotta watch it.
That was the year.
This is yeah, this is the 20th year."
Now, did you also know, and when your partner said, "Wow, Zach has some pipes," and I'm just sitting here and like I'm cackling, because did he know that Drew Seeley was the singing voice of Zach in the first movie?
No. He didn't know. And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, he's great,
Yeah.
isn't he?" And then I forgot while watching it that it wasn't him. And afterwards, when we were, like, going through the comments and stuff, someone commented it, and I was like, "Oh, that's right, that wasn't him." And then he was like, "Wait, huh? What do you mean?" And then I said, "I'm pretty sure in the other 2, though, it was him, so
Yeah,
just
it
stay with
was.
me, stay with me." He's like, "Okay, now I feel like a fraud for saying that he was a good singer when I haven't even actually heard him sing."
Well, I mean, I feel like back then he was a very good singer
He really
regardless,
was. I
because
don't
like,
know why they did that because he was good in 2 and 3. Like, I listened to those soundtracks.
I think I don't even remember, I think he said I mean, he of course he can sing, but I think he said he was having trouble with something, I don't know,
Oh,
I don't
I
remember.
need a documentary. I need a full documentary. I need all the
No,
behind the scenes.
true.
Imagine being like a fly on the wall of them
My
recording those.
gosh.
Oh,
And the fact that they filmed in an actual school, that
that
was
was
even cooler.
insane. I wanna go to that school. Imagine being at that school. Imagine going to the school
Right?
that High School Musical was filmed at.
I'd be like, "Okay, where's Sharpay's locker?" Which they still
Yeah,
have
yeah,
that,
yeah.
it's, like, full on pink and everything, like, I love that, it's so good.
Who gets it?
Uh,
I would fight for it.
that's a good question. To me, I feel like it's like a museum or like
Oh, do
a
you
relic where
think?
no one can
Like,
use
no one
it.
can touch it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
I see
because
that.
it's too priceless. You
Come
can't, like, ruin
on.
Sharpay's locker, no, no.
Please. No, no, no.
But I just feel like with movies back then and with your reaction to it with your partner, it's, like, so refreshing. Watching let's get into Stranger Things. Like, when y'all
Yes.
reacting to that, I'm like my mind was literally blown because I have been watching it since 2016, which is crazy to think it's
I
been
can't
10
believe how
years.
long it's taken them to do, but respectable. There's so much things that
Yes.
happened, of course, but
True,
wow,
true.
it's a long time.
Yeah, like, how would you rank Stranger Things from season 1 to season 5?
Oh, that's a great question. That is a great question. Okay, so oh, wow, 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 wow. Because like, the last season, seeing other people's takes on how they would have done the last season has really shown me like, "Oh, maybe it could have been done a little bit better." You know, when you see other
Yeah.
people's perspectives, they're like, "Oh, maybe they should have done this, or maybe they should have done this, or they could have done that." I was like, "Oh, okay, okay, maybe not so high for the last season." One of the
Mhm.
most memorable ones is with Billy's
Oh my
season.
gosh, yes. Season
Right?
3.
Season
That was a
3.
good one.
Season 3 was
Yes.
so good, but then, of course, I loved the last season, um, with Eddie
Oh my Eddie. Oh.
when he no, I can't even talk about it.
Oh.
Him and Dustin's relationship was just so
It
beautiful.
was. Yes.
So beautiful. Those are my 2 most memorable and, of course, the first season. To me, the first season blew
Yeah.
me away because I was just
Yeah.
like, "What do you mean?" The concept is just so amazing. The concept was so amazing. So, I don't know. Yeah, those 2 seasons probably the most memorable for me.
Yeah, I remember, like, looking at the first season, I'm like, "Wow, I missed a lot of things from
Yeah.
what happened," and I knew it was so, like, unique based off of, like, the Duffer Brothers when they made this project. I'm like, we to me, I feel like we've seen it before, but we haven't seen it at this level.
Yes, I
Like
agree.
like, 80's, they had all that going on, and then
Yes.
2000's, 2010's, whole other level. Production and the, special effects and actors and just new writers and new directors coming up. It's just so mind-blowing how someone has the brain cells for that. I don't have brain cells like that. So I'm like, "Okay, y'all are out here writing some good old scripts with all these special effects. The general story, it flows so good from beginning to end," and I'm just like, I can understand why it was that number 1 hit that lasted for
Yeah,
10 years. Even
exactly.
though we had so many things happen, panini, writer strike, actor strike, all the
Oh,
other
all of it.
craziness.
Yes.
And this might sound bad, but I feel like personally, I needed the pandemic to happen for me.
Yeah.
I needed
I needed
myself
to
to
slow
slow
down.
down.
Yeah.
Yes. And I
Yep.
think also too, actor-wise, even though they were, like, stopping production, which is, like, a total very important thing, because safety, health is very important,
Exactly.
but sometimes I'm like, they grew from it and learned from it, and they were able to apply it to their work. It's
Yes,
so
which is
interesting.
important, like, these lessons, I think they do teach, people such
Yes.
big things. Sometimes, everything happens for a reason. I love that, like, saying, even though it's so cliche. I just love it
Yeah.
because it makes so much sense. Like, things happen for a reason, everything happens for a reason, the pandemic happened for a reason, whether good or bad, but those things, like, kinda had to happen, and, I definitely feel you. Like, I had a similar experience with the pandemic, like, I was, very sick throughout that time, so
Mhm.
I being able to have to stay home by, like, no choice
Yeah.
probably was good for me, it was probably good for me.
Mhm.
So, no, I 100% agree.
Yeah. That I feel like because that's also when I started my podcast in, like, early 2021, and
That's so
I was so
amazing.
new
Yeah.
because everybody and their mother was making a
I
podcast, and
know,
I
right? That was the
loved it.
podcast. That was the podcast era, but it's
It
still
was.
it's so fun to listen to podcasts. I need to
It
honestly
is.
do it more because I'm such a YouTuber. I love YouTube and of course watching TV shows or rewatching Disney films because that's how much I love
Mhm.
Disney. I definitely need to listen to podcasts more and audiobooks. That's like currently my goal
Oh my
right now this year.
gosh. Yes. There's an audio or there's 2 of them. I guess 3. There's one by Michelle Obama, I love her audiobook. I love Viola Davis, I love her audiobook, and then Cynthia Erivo has an audiobook.
Dub, I need all three.
Yes,
Sign
I
me up.
recommend all 3. I'll
Thank
send
you.
them your way of the
Please.
titles. There's also an audiobook called The Artist's Way, and that one, like, takes you on a literal journey. It's changed people's lives, I would say.
Stop. I
I'm
need
in the
that.
middle of it. It's so good.
I
It's so
need
good.
that. I'm trying to encourage myself to read. I wasn't a big reader growing up, and, I struggle a lot with reading and sounding out words
Same.
and stuff like that. Yeah, like, it's hard for me. Like, when I have to read those Sims blurbs, sometimes I'm like, "Okay, you got this, girl. You got this." The Sims use the biggest words. Like, what is
They
going on?
do.
I need a thesaurus.
They
I need a
do.
dictionary. I don't know what I'm reading sometimes. I be, like, blown away. I'm
N
like, "This is for 13 plus? Wait, are you sure?"
like like, "What? Hello?" Like,
Hello?
personally, I'm surprised we don't have a Sims dictionary, thesaurus, or even
Yes.
an actual cookbook at this point.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. We should. Wow, we're
We
giving
should
the
hop on
marketing
that.
team some ideas right now.
And, like, going back to, like, The Sims, well, actually, before that, since we're discussing, like, TV and everything, and you were born, like, San Francisco, and you have, like, an Australian, like, background, and your father and your mother and everything that you just, like, experienced in your life, like, with TV and films, like, if you were to be casted on any, like, TV show or film, what would it be and why? This is a very good
Oh,
question because
wow.
there's so many.
Spring, what are you doing? Do you know
Laying it
what?
out.
Oh gosh, do you know what? Do you know what? This is like gonna be the craziest answer, but I love playing a villain role. I would love to
Ooh.
be a villain. I think I would eat that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And
Mm.
thinking of gosh, what film though? What role? Oh, there's too many. I just know for a fact that if I could be casted for anything, it'd be a villain. I would love to be like and maybe that means that it would be a little bit more whimsical, the movie or show, something whimsical, something
Mm-hmm.
fairy tale type, and I am the villain. Or if it's action, I feel like I could play a good bad guy, a good bad guy.
Okay.
I think I've got that attitude in me, and I love learning a script. When I was in what year was it? Probably year 6, I think, of primary school.
Okay.
My drama teacher, she wrote this whole play called the uh Snow White and the Seven Secret Agents, and I was the evil stepmother.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And it was the best experience of my life. I learned that whole script, the thickest script. I learned that thing back to front, front to back. I was helping people with their lines on stage. We performed it multiple times, and I was having so much fun playing that villain role. And that's probably why I want to play a villain so bad. So that
That
role was the reason I want to be a villain.
that is so cool. Snow White and the Seven Secret. I would watch that.
She was
I mean,
amazing. I have to give her flowers. She is
literally.
amazing. She was amazing. She wrote that script. It was so funny and it was so interesting. And my like assistant or whatever not was Mario, like literal Mario from Nintendo. So
Oh my,
every time he popped
yes.
up, he had his funny little Mario line. It was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Oh my gosh, yes. I feel like I could be playing like I could be a villain maybe, or
Yeah?
like that side character that would just like come out of nowhere and be like, "Hey," and do like something wacky or weird.
I love that.
Truthfully, put me on Grey's Anatomy before it ends.
Oh, that's a good
But come
one.
out alive.
Yeah, yeah, let me survive, please,
Yeah,
if you
so
could.
I can maybe come back if I can. Like I am a patient and then I become an intern. That's
Yes!
my pipeline.
Oh, wow! Wait, I need
Yes.
that. Let's
That's what
get in
I wanna be.
contact. Let's organize that. Let's reach up to the higher ups.
Shonda.
Hello, we need you. I mean, Bridgerton, I would love to be in something like Bridgerton. That would be so
I mean,
fun.
there's like what is it, like season 4 right now? So they have like
Yes.
4 more books left anyway.
Yeah, I
They
think
have
I would love to
Eloise,
do
the
a
2
good British
twins.
accent, you know what I mean? I would love that.
Yeah. Like if I'm like not one of the main characters and if I'm like just in the background and I got a few lines, I am good.
You said, "I am Gucci with that. I can take that.
Yeah.
I can do
I
that."
don't gotta do all that stuff, but let me just say that have you seen the last part
Yes.
of season 4?
Yes, I
That didn't need to
have.
happen. That what he said was not necessary. Like, really?
I said, "What do you
Really?
mean?" Because I haven't read the books. I don't know, have you read the
Neither
books?
have I.
No, okay.
No.
Because I didn't know anything. So, seeing that and then seeing people like, "Oh, I was waiting for that line. I knew it was coming." I was like, "What? We knew this?
Like,
This is
really?
terrible. This is
Right.
terrible."
'Cause I'm like, I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, okay, like we knew he was a player, and you know he had a lot of things going on. I'm like, sir,
Sir,
don't tell me
absolutely
you're about to say
not.
this word. I'm like, really?
No, absolutely
It's like
not.
I
Absolutely
love him
not.
and I don't love him at the same time.
Yeah, I've had a hard time connecting to his arc right now. So I'm waiting to
Yeah.
see hopefully the second half. Just because in the other seasons, the
Yeah.
persona he played was not very, enticing to
It really
me.
wasn't.
So
I
we'll
am
see.
curious. Yeah, I'm
I am
curious about
excited.
Eloise as
Oh,
well.
I can't wait for her.
Ooh, I
I
like that she just hates like all men. Gross. I hate them all. I don't want to be
She's
married.
so
I don't any of this.
funny. She is so funny. I love that so much. That is so funny. My grandmother has that same energy. So every time I see her, I would just think of my grandmother like, oh my gosh, she's so funny because she's Mauritian. My mom's side is
Yeah.
Mauritian. So we're from East Africa, and she
Mm-hmm.
has, because we speak Creole and French, and we mix
Oh,
both of them
okay.
together. So we have the French and the Creole, and when she says something about men in her Mauritian accent with the Creole coming in, the French coming in, it sounds so elegant, but also so mean, but also so amazing. Like it's just
I
so
love it.
every time I see Eloise, I think of my grandmother. I really do.
Oh my gosh, I love that. This is why I love TV. I love a good period
Yes.
piece because they're so historic and you can talk about literally anything because there's so much history, just of history that
Yeah.
you could just share. And I don't know, Bridgerton, the writing is really good. I loved Queen Charlotte. I would
Oh,
hope there will
Queen
be another season
Charlotte.
for it.
That was the
Yes.
best. That was honestly the
Yeah.
best. I had such an amazing experience watching that too. Her story, wow. They better do another one, actually. You're right.
I would hope that they would, because I think they could definitely expand onto it just to see, like, where it could lead,
Yeah.
but
I wanna know more.
yeah,
I want more.
yeah. We got time, we have
Yeah,
time.
we got time. We
Yeah,
we can wait. We're patient.
yeah, of course. Now with, like, the ever-growing industry of film and TV, I find that with, like, video games leading into TV adaptations and movie adaptations is very intriguing to me because with
Yes.
The Last of Us becoming a very popular TV show, Mario being a world-class
Yes.
film franchise, and Minecraft got a movie, The Sims is making a movie,
Yes.
and I'm just like, "Okay, what else do we have? Like, what else are we gonna
Yeah.
get?"
What's next?
Right, like, I'm mostly curious, like, with The Sims, it's so open-ended. I've been listening to interviews with the about the director, Kate Herron, and she did, like, a recent podcast, like, a while back ago, and they're still, like, in the she said they're still in the writing phase, can't talk about anything. I'm like, "Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine."
I guess, but, like, what are you guys
I
gonna do? Like, are we gonna have
I
Eliza pancakes? Are we going to have the
Right,
goths? Like, what are we gonna do? Is it gonna mean anything to the lore of The Sims? I have so many
right.
questions.
No, truly, I have so many questions about this movie, like, who do I gotta talk to at
Yeah.
EA to, like, give me some
Who we
insight,
Yeah, I need
please?
somebody to let me know what's going on. I need
S
to know
Right.
because there's so many ways they can go about it. Like you said, it's a life simulation game. So it's so open-ended
Yeah,
how they could go about it. And obviously with Minecraft, they kind of had that whole going into that world. So it's like you come from
yeah,
like Jumanji, like going from
yeah.
outer world to inner world. So sure, we
Mhm.
could do that maybe with The Sims, but I would love it if it actually meant something to the lore, personally. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's everyone else's take, but I think I would like that.
I would love some more lore. I read an article, they were saying something about, like, with the mixture of, like, Barbie and, like, Lego in some type of way, which makes
Oh,
sense because
yeah.
Barbie is, like, so open-ended and Lego is so open-ended. So, like, the tone is there, I can see it, but
I see what you're
what I would
saying.
love is, like, have you seen The Truman Show?
Yes. I
I would
love The
love something
Truman
like that.
Show. Yes. That
That would be
would
really
be
cool.
good, actually.
And, like,
Wait,
the way
Spring,
it should end is, like,
you need to get
it
in those
pans out to
rooms.
the sky. And then the
Yes.
sky leads into, like, someone's bedroom, a kid's bedroom,
No.
the 90s big back computer, and there's,
Yes.
like, a kid or somebody at the computer, and they're saying, like, "Dinner's ready," or whatever, and the kid's like, "Okay." Click, 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 something, 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 and then, like, closes the game or whatever.
And then, like,
But
it
in
it
reality
pauses, like, they pause the
yeah, it
game.
pauses.
Yep.
Yes. But in reality, the person who says dinner's ready is Will Wright walking into the door, and it's his
Stop!
kid.
Wait, I love that because imagine even if it paused, you know the movie, Wreck-It Ralph? And how, like, the
Yes.
games, they would still have, like, a whole life. Whenever the game stopped, they
Yes.
still went and lived, like, this whole life. Imagine if our Sims had these whole lives that when we
My
paused the game, they
gosh.
just went and lived this whole life together, and we didn't even know there was all these
Yes.
backstories.
Yes, that's what I wanna see that, 'cause I feel like it would be, like, a full circle moment because Will Wright made The Sims,
That would be
and, like,
so
if he
iconic.
was that last little cameo, that would be, like, So perfect. I wonder if he would even do it though. I
I
always am so curious,
wonder.
like,
I wonder what
what
his
does he think of The
relationship
Sims?
is with, like, The Sims and how he feels about where it's gone and what's happened with it
Yeah.
all. Like, well, come talk to
W
us.
Right.
Come
I
on the
need to
podcast.
know. I need
Hello,
to
Spring. Come
understand.
on.
Hey, I've tried. I've tried.
I've shot my shot.
True. Now, like with The Sims and everything, it's been going on for like 26 years, but you are like a new Sims player and you've been playing pack per pack. Like, there's so many packs in this game. We have over
Oh.
100 DLCs,
Oh,
and
honey.
with the expansion packs and everything, it's overwhelming, definitely for sure. Like, what would you say is like the most overwhelming thing about jumping into it
Jumping
right at the very
into
beginning?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, right now, what, I've just done seasons. Oh, I'm
Oh,
only up to what,
yes.
2018 of I'm about to jump into the last 2018 one, which is Get Famous. And
Oh,
the
a prime.
yeah, I'm excited for these next ones that I've got coming up. Or yeah, the most overwhelming thing of jumping into a pack is honestly the complete playthrough. I find
Yeah.
it sometimes difficult how The Sims, I depend heavily on the aspiration and career to help guide me through all that the pack
Yes.
offers. And sometimes The Sims has a fun little thing that they like to just make one object do something fancy, but they don't include it in the aspiration. And I find that guidance
Mhm.
very irritating as a new player. So that's been one of my big things that I focus on sometimes is how, like, royalty and legacy, I was nervous for with one aspiration. I was like, is it going to guide me through everything? Am I going to be able to discover everything? Because one of the biggest fears I walk out of the complete playthrough with is, did I get everything? Did I actually play with everything? Did I experience everything? Because
Right.
that's what I want. I want to be able to know what everything is. Sure, I can't play it all and play it all to the full ability. Like sometimes I can't max the career, and that's okay because then I can experience that when I later play with the pack again. But if I miss certain things, I find that kind of a loss on the Sims behalf because I'm like, hey, we needed I needed something as a new player. I needed something to show me that was available, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So the complete playthrough always kind of overwhelms me. It's very overwhelming to walk into it, and I think I felt the most overwhelmed with the newest packs. They are so much bigger, and I think
Yes.
people have this perception because they've gone through probably the Sims as they've come out. They forget how it wasn't so complex back with these
Yeah,
earlier
it really
packs.
wasn't.
These expansion packs, like, they are nothing compared. Enchanted by Nature was my first new pack that I had gone through with, and that
Mhm.
in comparison to any of the packs before Cats and Dogs was just insane. Like, that was the most insane experience I've ever had with a pack, the most scariest experience I've ever had with a pack because there's so much. There is so much.
Yeah.
These first packs don't even touch the depth that the newest packs have.
No, 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 it does not. It's definitely like I feel so jealous of new sim players because whenever of course these packs are so expensive and when you're only playing like one or two packs or just like you have the base game and seasons and that's all you really need personally.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I find like it's like, oh my gosh, I kind of forgot how simplistic the game was back in the day
Yeah.
to versus now because one get together was one the biggest world with the most slots, and that's when they introduced 64 by 64, and they haven't done a world that big since.
Wow, that's a fun fact I didn't know.
Yeah, it's been a very long time since they did that, and toddlers weren't introduced until I think maybe I want to say like 2, 3, 4 years into The Sims
Yes, I
4, I
think you're
think.
right because, Toddler's stuff came out in 2017, Au
Yeah,
August 2017. So, yeah, it would
yeah,
have had to be before then, but
yeah.
yeah, that's crazy to me, and infants, like, I'm not up to I haven't I know it came with Growing
Oh my
Together's
god.
update, but I haven't done Growing Together yet, so we'll see what that's all about,
Oh,
but I just off face value, it looks so much more in depth than these earlier ones,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it is fun to go through it, and having to experience this, it is so magical and fun, and it makes me feel like a kid. It really does. Going through these packs has been the biggest joy. Like such a fun hobby, such a fun experience, and being able to know what every pack has. Like I know so much about The Sims. It's insane. I can't believe. I never thought.
Yeah. There's, like, so many things that I have learned from, like, watching you, like, what's fresh new eyes. I'm like, "Oh my gosh," I'm like, "I forgot about all these different things," because there's so many, like, features that we get in
Yes.
these packs. I'm like, "I never really fully explored everything," and this makes me wanna go back and literally play pack for pack
I love
just so I can
that.
relearn.
Yes, which has been so
Yeah.
fun to see people's comments like, "Oh wow, I forgot about this," or "I didn't know about this," or "I didn't think that way about that, but that makes me think this," or whatever not. It's just so fun to be able to, because obviously I was hitting the whole new players, but when I
Right.
said existing players watch me, I was thinking teach me. Just tell me anything, fun facts like you just dropped, that there hasn't been a big world as big as the get together world. I didn't know that, and I
Yeah.
love learning these new things from the existing players. But then seeing that perspective of like, oh wow, this has kind of made me want to go back and play this because you've showcased this or this, and that's just so fun. I didn't even know I would be able to do that.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
It's so cool, and it's very refreshing, and I think from, like, me playing The Sims 4 for so long, I think you're really gonna love growing together,
Oh
mainly because
yes,
I'm a family game player, that's,
me
like, my
too.
gameplay style,
Yep.
so I'm like, the milestones, ooh, so good. I love the milestones from
I'm
going
so
together.
excited.
The recreational center, even though by itself it's very interesting, I think it can like, you can do so much more with it with all the other packs installed of
Oh,
making a
okay.
recreational center really unique,
So it's like an
but
extension pack? That's how I feel like
yeah.
Seasons is. Seasons is, like, not really
Yeah.
a independent pack, like, even me, like, my new player perspective wouldn't be just get Seasons and the base game. It'd be you want Seasons if you have a lot of packs because it impacts every
Right.
pack. So, like, that's
Yes.
a new player perspective for me with Seasons. So, seeing other packs kind of do what Season has done, which is like an extension, making it an extension pack. Because I don't even treat
Mhm.
Seasons as an expansion pack. I'm like, you're an extension pack.
No.
You extend
You're an
everything.
extension.
You're an extension.
Yes. And, like, what I also really love too is, like, with seasons, have you gone through Parenthood yet?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because with Seasons and Parenthood together, I love it so well because Seasons has a scout after school activity with I which I love. You earn the badges, you
That
gain
was so
a lot
fun.
of really good things with it. And then with Parenthood, it goes even more in depth with it. I like that you can
Really?
parent your kids. I can't
Yes.
really remember though
Is
where we got the responsibility thing from.
the
I can't remember.
responsibility, no, that is parenthood, you're right, because
Okay, I
that
wasn't
means, because I
crazy.
haven't played with them together as of yet, I haven't looked at cross compatibility, I haven't even dived into that, but that makes so much sense if the scout helps the responsibility, which is part of parenthood.
Yes. Mhm. So, like, when
Oh,
you
that's
play
so
them
fun.
both together, that's what I really love. I love even though the packs by themselves are decently okay, depending on your play style, the cross pack compatibility is what sells me the most. If it enhances
Really?
my game even further, I always love that. Like, what I always tell people, even if I was not even in the program, I feel like with the program, it's like my words don't matter really, but I
Ugh,
find,
I
like,
hate
with,
that.
I know. The term influencer is a very weird word.
It is, it
Um,
is.
but I find, like, with if, like, for new players, I always highly suggest, like, 1 base game, it's free. Seasons, Growing Together, Discover University, and I think, like, 1 other pack that I can't remember, but,
Cats and
like, with
dogs?
this yeah, Cats and Dogs, that's right. Yeah, that's one.
I thought so. I
Um,
was like, that feels like the most popular seasons, Cats and Dogs, but Growing Together, I've heard so many good things. I've heard
yes.
like lots of good things, and Discover University. I've seen
Yes.
people do play. I haven't watched any because I'm trying not to spoil myself. But yeah, I've
Right,
seen
right, right,
people
right, right.
do complete playthroughs of Discover University and say how long it takes them. And I thought, oh, that
Oh,
feels fun. I like that.
it is long.
It's like you have to work hard. I like that. That feels
Yes.
exciting. That feels enjoyable.
Yeah, it's definitely like a Discovery University is a long pack because you have like the semesters or at least like the sessions that you go through and with you can join one of those clubs and go to class and the research and debate. Like there's so much in it that I love. But what makes it the best pack of all time to me is that it complements every pack that we have.
Oh, that's what I
Every
want
new
to hear.
pack that
Yes.
has a skill or a career, it gets added to Discover University. So whatever degree
Oh,
path you're going for, it might help your career. And then they have skill classes that you can take at the university, whether you're a kid, teen, adult, whatever, you can go to that university world and learn a skills class. It's just so good. So
oh
that's why I
my
always love when
goodness.
packs have a career or a skill because it just makes it so much better,
Oh, that sounds
especially if you
so
like play
exciting.
at home. But yeah, I don't know. I just love it. It's so good. So good.
I love that so much. I need to start a like weekly playthrough of actually playing with like a family, having a legacy challenge because I used
Oh my
to have the
gosh.
very veggie. I played the very veggie and started that when Simsy had it come out, and I played the base game version of it. I only played base game
Oh,
version, so I played a different version of it, but I had so much fun. I had so much fun. I know she was a little nervous with just having base game
yes.
and no packs, but I had so much fun and I was adding in every pack as the weeks went on. Every week I was adding in a new pack. So it allowed me to see how does these packs work in regards to the gameplay I like, which is like you, family gameplay. So
Yeah.
I had my PC die. So I lost all
Oh
my
no.
saves. Yep, I lost every
Oh wait,
single
that's right.
save.
I remember that.
Yes, so I now don't have my weekly series where I can then take my pack and then test it in the game because that's where I see the cross pack compatibility. So I'm currently
Mhm.
working on trying to just have one. I think I've decided that I don't want to make a rules one for YouTube when I start Twitch. I think I will do
Yeah.
a rules one. I think that's fun to do with live with people. So I think
Yeah.
I just need a weekly series so I can practice that. You know what I mean? And see what the cross pack
Yes.
compatibility is giving.
Yes, that will be so much fun to watch. I was like, I've been waiting, like, okay, the YouTube, good, check. Twitch live streaming, when,
Yeah,
where,
I know,
how?
right? When, where, how? I want to. I want to so badly. I think I've got in my head about like being with YouTube and I'm like, okay, I just need to make sure I have a routine that is consistent and I don't want to change my YouTube routine if I add
No,
Twitch. That's my
totally
biggest thing,
valid.
right? So
Yeah.
I keep saying, okay, I just need to have a consistent routine with YouTube, and once I've got that down packed, I should be able to add in the streaming because I'm
Mhm.
my goal right now might be 10K. When I get 10K subscribers, I think then I'll try and do Twitch as well. I think I'll start with 3 times a week. I know people do it every day. I would love to do it every day, but I feel like I
It's
can't.
stressful.
With my job, I don't know if I can, and I'd probably only do like 3-hour streams. I wouldn't be able to do like 9 hours or something.
Gosh, no. I only do 3-hour streams. I stream every day, and I
You're phenomenal.
only stream for 3 hours, and that's definitely a lot for sure. I only stream Monday through Saturday. Sundays are, like, my days off.
Yes, you should
Today's
always
my
have a
day
day off.
off
Oh,
as well.
not me getting you to
Yeah.
work on your day off.
No. Well, honestly, I had a lot of things I had to do. I had a bunch of acting things I needed to
Oh,
do
fun.
to focus on. So,
Well,
I
you're
was doing
living
a
the
lot of
dream
stuff
right
today.
now. I love that because that's honestly what I aspire to do is being able to do content creation and then have more freedom to do acting auditions and things like that. I think my time right now is so restricted. It's so hard. But I also want to get a management overseas as well. That would be so fun. I really
Ooh,
want
well,
one in America.
you never know. You never
Yes,
know.
exactly.
Well, since you were born in the U in San Francisco, right?
Yes.
Don't you have dual citizenship?
Yeah,
I don't even
exactly. Yeah, no, 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 I
Oh,
do.
then you good.
I am good
So,
as gold. Yes, I do have dual
good, good, good,
citizenship.
good.
Yes.
Well, awesome. Well, this is like a good segue to get into some last minute questions that I want to ask you.
Yes.
With everything going on, 2026 to me is like the year of new, the year of trying things that you're scared of doing and having fun with it day by day. what has been like, what is your vision for the rest of 2026?
Oh, I love that. Yes, probably I hope this year will be the year of starting Twitch. I think that that would be so awesome to be able to stream. I think 2026 is about just loving the craft that I'm creating. I think falling in love with what I'm doing all over again has been my goal this year, to come back to why I started this in the first place, because of course I have those moments where I'm working my real life job and I'm feeling very tired and exhausted and I'm like, I don't know if I have it in me. And I come back to, why did I do this? Why did I start this journey? And that has been like even me and my partner's goal, and doing our second YouTube channel as well. I am so excited for what this year brings, and I hope I'm going to manifest it, that this year will be the year I can become a full-time content creator. I think being able
I
to
believe.
really dive into this world has been so fun, and I would love to dive into it even more, to give all my energy to it. So that's like the manifestations of the year. Twitch, and trying to make this my full time.
Well, I believe in you. I believe that you will become a full-time content creator.
I
I can see
love
it. I can see
that.
it.
Yay!
Yeah, definitely. And like with like I think with your main channel and your second channel with your partner, both successful tenfolds all the way. I'm manifesting it right now.
Oh,
Put
thank
into
you so
existence.
much. Oh, thank you so, so much. That means so much to me, and I hope to do so much more.
Yes.
I even see, like, I watch your vlogging channel. I would love to create, like, another
Oh,
channel as well like that. I love, like I said, Cozy K. Imagine having, like, a whole cozy hobbies and, cozy
yes.
vlogs channel. So one day I hope to bring, Cozy Little Shady one day. So hopefully, who knows,
Yes.
this year or next year, we'll see. But I want to bring her too
You
because
never
that's so
know.
fun.
Yeah, I was just vlogging like before this. I was vlogging, just yapping about updates because I haven't vlogged in like 2 months, and then making a pizza.
I
But
love
I'm also
that.
gonna film some more tomorrow
I'm
because I got
excited.
to get back into my routine
Yes,
of
routine.
my hobbies.
We need it. We need it to keep us going. So I think
Yes,
vlogging and content creation holds us accountable so that we can continue. Do you know what I mean?
truly, it does. It's like, wait a minute, I gotta film. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. It's like, oh
Ex-
wait, I haven't uploaded in like 3 days.
yeah, yeah. What's going on?
Exactly. So another question is that where do you see yourself in like the next, I don't know, 5 years? If like if you could time travel 10 years, 10 years into the future, where do you see yourself?
Wow,
I know,
that's a
big
good one.
question.
That's a good one though. I definitely see myself doing um my multiple different YouTube channels and pursuing acting to the fullest degree. I think acting, I hope that after the hard work and energy that I put into my YouTube channels, I can then put more focus on my acting dream, and
Mhm.
put that in the center of my world. Right now I think it is taking a little bit of a back burner, but I'm still working on my craft and practicing my craft and giving into it. So hopefully in the next 5 to 10 years, I have my YouTube platforms, my communities that I've built with the amazing people that have chosen to subscribe and follow me, and pursue my acting to the best of my ability, and working on that craft.
Yes. Yes. Who knows? Act you could be doing some big things this year, writing your
Oh,
own
who knows?
TV show, your own film. You never know.
You never know.
Anything is possible,
Anything,
truly.
exactly. Nothing's impossible, so anything is possible.
Exactly. And there's a podcast that I listen to pretty much every single week on a Tuesday. It's Amy Poehler's The Good Hang podcast. It's so good. So
Really?
funny. I recommend it to anyone. I think you would really love to listen to that podcast because she has different guests every single week. But also, like at the beginning of her podcast, she brings in someone that knows her guests, saying like, I'm interviewing so and so. Give me a question that I should ask them. Because sometimes like
Oh,
interviews, there's so
yeah.
many like questions, and sometimes that guest was like, I don't wanna answer that, I don't wanna do this or that," because it's like it's a common question they get asked all the time, and I think having a friend or someone that they know very well ask them a question is more refreshing.
For sure.
So, yeah, and I think when she has, like, at the end of her episodes, she always asks her guests of, like, "What's been making you laugh recently?"
Oh, I love that. What been making you laugh recently? Oh gosh,
Yeah.
that's a good question to just ask in general. Like what's making you smile now? What's making you happy right
Yeah.
now? What's the thing that's making me laugh right now? Oh my gosh, that is a good one.
Right? I
It's
know.
really making me reflect. I'm like thinking, what has made me let me out a little giggle? What has made me giggle recently? Oh gosh, I think wow. I think right now what's making me laugh is my dogs. My dogs make me laugh a
Oh,
lot. I think they're so funny. The way they interact with one another and the way they just are being. I swear my dog last night was making me cry laugh because he was staring into the mirror and then growling at himself, I presume, but he's the mirror is always around him. So he's just chosen last night to look into the mirror and just growl like crazy, which then sets the other dog off. And now we're just having a battle between growls, and we don't even know what we're growling at. We're just looking into a mirror and growling. The other one's looking outside, looking who knows where, and growling there. And I just find that so funny the way he sleeps on his little back and he's like in a little circle. It
right?
so much joy from my little dogs.
I love that. My dog does the exact same thing. I'm like, "Are you good?
Are
Is
you
everything all
okay?
right over
Let's
there?"
talk. We can
Right.
talk. It's
Right.
safe here.
Like, truthfully, I would love to understand or hear my dog's thoughts. I'm like,
Please.
"Oh." Like that one Phineas and Ferb episode where they built this little machine where they can actually communicate and understand animals. I would
Yes.
love that.
I want that IRL, please. I would
Like,
love to
hello.
be in their heads, in our pets' heads. That would be so
But then
fun.
but at the same time, I also don't because I'm afraid of what they're gonna say. I'm like, "Oh,
Nor imagine they think poorly
no,
of
no,
us,
no,
like we're
no."
annoying them. Like, I would hate that. I'd cry. I'd cry. It's like, "Oh
No,
my
no,
gosh, she's so
truly.
annoying. Mom's so annoying." I'm
It's
like,
like, "Why am I here? Get me out." Oh, no, I'm good. I'll see you next week. Anyway.
good,
Well,
thanks."
that's really good. I find, like, dogs are just so animals in general are just so funny
I love.
because they're just, like, these creatures that are brought into the world, and we get to care for them and love them, and they just do the most silliest things ever.
They're amazing. They're so amazing. They bring so much joy, so that's been my little laugh. Otherwise, I make myself laugh, and I just be talking to
Hey.
myself,
No, truly.
like, "Come on, be your own best friend."
Truly. Hey, let's be real. I be talking to myself every day. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Am I good?
Am I good?
Am I okay?"
Check-in, mental check-in.
Yeah,
Are you good? Are you okay?
right. And 2 last questions
Yes.
is, what's the best piece of advice that you've received recently in, like, the past, like, 5 5 years? Because I feel like 5 years is a good number.
5
Because
years is a good
2020
number.
was a while ago.
Yeah. I think one piece of advice, that my loved ones would know I always say is, never expect anything, so you're never disappointed. I
Yes.
love this saying because I definitely have in the past walked around with expectations like if I treat someone in a certain way, they'll treat me back the same way. Or I
Mhm.
love in a certain way, so I'll receive love in a certain way. If I put this much effort in, I should get this outcome. If I treat people in public in a certain way, they someone will treat me that. Like walking around with that expectation was not healthy because we shouldn't expect anything of anyone because then we will always be grateful, and gratitude is something I love to practice. So when I, for example, post a video, I expect nothing so that I'm always grateful no matter what happens to it. And it's been the thing that keeps me grounded throughout my YouTube experience and keeps me grateful. And thankful for the people that do comment and show love toward me. So I've been using that one a lot. That one definitely comes to mind.
That's a really good piece of advice. I like that because you should never expect anything in return. You just do and kind of go about your day.
Exactly. You do what feels right to you, which we love creating content, and we should just always
Mhm.
remember that when we create content. That's it. We are making this because we want to entertain and we love it ourselves. So no matter what happens to it, we're always going to, be grateful.
Exactly. And my last and final question is, where can the people find you on the internet?
I am GoofyLilShady. You can find me on all platforms with that username. I've been able to cop it on all platforms, which is great. We hate
Well,
having to
lucky.
change it between platforms. That's like so annoying. But yes, GoofyLilShady. I create majority of my content on YouTube. I hope to create content on Twitch soon, but otherwise on other platforms like Blue Sky, Instagram, Twitter. You can find me at GoofyLilShady.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you again for coming onto my podcast. It was really nice to chat with you about Disney, The Sims, life, everything in between. And I hope we get to chat again very soon at some
Yes!
point.
Thank you so much for having
Yes.
me. It's been such a ball watching your content creation journey, your acting journey as well. You are truly such an inspiration to so many people. So, having this opportunity with you has been so much fun, so exciting to have these deep and meaningfuls with you. So, thank you so much for having me.
Well, my friends, that was the end of today's episode with Goofy Little Shady. I hope you all really enjoyed it as much as I did. I truthfully had so much fun going down memory lane of understanding her approach to The Sims 4 or just the Sims franchise as a brand new Sims player. From her going from the base game to the most recent packs that we have now in The Sims 4, from her playing like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley and Pokemon Pokepokia, and even reacting to different movies and TV shows that she has seen or has not seen with her partner, from Stranger Things to Iron Man, High School Musical, Zootopia, Wicked, and so much more. Like, me and Goofy, we have the same vibes. We're both hilarious. We can be a little bit delulu, but we are honestly our authentic selves every single day. But if you want to get some more good vibes and, have a good laugh and learn something new, definitely check out Goofy Little Shady on YouTube and also her second channel that she has with her partner, That's So Us. Everything will be linked down below in the show notes. But with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. Go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Listen to the podcast wherever you get the podcast. And I hopefully will hear and see you all next time. Bye.